Devil May Cry 5 has its fair share of secrets, just like the past games in the series, and one of the more prevalent examples of this are the returning secret missions. There are 12 in total that can be found within the game, each marked by a pattern on the wall. The trick is finding the proper way to look at them and gain access, so we're here to help you find them all as well as provide tips on the secret missions themselves. Let's get started. The first secret mission is found in Mission 2 and is one that you'll likely not miss as it serves as the tutorial. You'll find it as you're traveling through the dilapidated hotel surrounding a doorway. Likewise, the mission itself is pretty simple, just defeat the demons before time runs out. Secret Mission 2 is located in Mission 3. Once you reach the stairwell in the sewers, go to the bottom and look up. This should activate the glowing point and allow you access to the mission. This one requires you to defeat every red Impusa before they escape. This isn't too hard until the last group of 3, but if you can keep them together, you should be able to kill them in time with little issue. The third secret mission is found in Mission 4 and requires a few steps to reach. First, you'll want to grab the Nidhogg hatchling found after the collapsing bridge. Continue forward until you get into a fight in the center of town. You'll see a tall brick building nearby with some art on it. However, if you summon Nightmare, he will burst through that building. After the fight, go inside and look for a path on the right. At the end, you'll find another Nidhogg hatchling. Continue along the street until you see a path on the left to place the hatchlings. Use both to enter the nearby building and make your way to the top. There, you'll be able to access the secret mission. This one requires you to obtain all 20 red orbs in a time limit. While not hard, it will be easier if you've increased V's speed. Secret Mission 4 is found in Mission 5 and also requires the use of Nightmare. When you're on the left side of the boat, you'll see a wall of loose materials ahead of you. Summon Nightmare to break it down and defeat the enemies on the other side. Then climb a nearby set of stairs to the top and look towards the wall to find the pattern. This secret mission requires you to defeat all the enemies while preventing V from taking any damage. It's a cramped space, so it can definitely be tricky, but keep all the enemies to one side and make sure you can summon Nightmare. With a little bit of luck, you should beat it in no time. Secret Mission 5 isn't available until you reach Mission 8. This can be found near one of the lifts. Look to the right for a platform to jump to. Once you do, you'll see grapple points. Shoot and grab each in turn to reach our secret alcove. On the nearby wall is where you'll find the secret mission. This one can be one of the trickiest in the game as you'll have to reach the goal without ever touching the ground. Get into a rhythm of shooting and grabbing each point in turn. Make sure to point the control stick toward the next in line so the aiming reticle appears sooner. You can only use air hike once, so we recommend waiting for the cave area near the end as that has the closest calls. It might take a while, but stick with it and you'll reach that goal. The sixth secret mission is found in Mission 9. Continue through the level until it begins to lead into a cave. Look to the left before this and you'll see streaks of red on the ground. At the end is an area containing a blue orb fragment blocked off by roots. Use Griffin to shoot through the gap at the clock to destroy the roots and make your way inside. Climb on top of the nearby stairs and look back toward the entrance to find the secret mission. This one requires you to defeat the demons in 20 seconds or less. It's not too difficult, just make sure to keep moving forward while attacking with both Griffin and Shadow. The seventh secret mission is in Mission 10. Throughout the stage you'll come across moments where enemies have to be defeated quickly in order to access areas that will close off if you take too long. And one example of this features 2 of the doors threatening to shut. Defeat the enemies and head into the right door and up the path. There you'll find the secret mission. In this mission you have to defeat the enemy with a single bullet. To do this you'll have to counter their attack and immediately shoot them. It may take a few tries, but you'll get the rhythm of it eventually. Secret Mission 8 is found in Mission 11. You can find it in the building that you have to gradually collapse. However, don't go too crazy or you'll miss the marking. Only destroy the first blood clot in order to drop the building. Then jump onto the second floor and look toward the wall. Here you'll find the secret mission, which has you maintain an S rank for 50 seconds. Fortunately, this isn't too hard, especially with the Balrog equipped. Just make sure not to get hit. The 9th secret mission is in Mission 12. Eventually in the level you'll be ascending a dusty mine. Keep an eye out for red streaks along the wall, then look behind you to find an alcove. Make your way to it and look back where you came from to access the secret mission. For this mission, you'll need to stay in the air for 15 seconds. We managed to do this with the Cavalier, swinging away in the air, though this will only last for about 12 seconds. Fortunately, we hit the nearby enemy, which kept us suspended for the extra time we needed. The 10th secret mission is in Mission 14. At one point you'll see Nero fighting enemies nearby. Travel along the edge of the arena until you reach the corner. When you turn back, you'll see the pattern leading to the secret mission. This requires you to reach the goal without touching the ground. We were able to do this by jumping forward, using V's cane to carry our momentum forward until we were lower than the cave entrance, double jump and fly beyond that, and when Griffin dropped us, use the right trigger and cane attack to dash forward. This was enough for us to reach the goal. Secret Mission 11 is found in Mission 15. Behind one of the statues that allows you to buy upgrades, there's actually a path to a kind of skate park featuring the Punchline Devil Breaker. Send out the arm and then hold the button as it comes back to start riding it. Unfortunately, we weren't exactly the best at this, but we managed enough that we reached the top. To the right is a small area to look back and find the secret mission. This one has you heading for the goal in 20 seconds, so just make sure to learn the layout and figure out which platforms you should land on to keep things moving. The final secret mission is in Mission 16 and can be a bit tricky to reach. You're constantly descending as Dante in this level, so you'll want to make sure to look ahead. But at one point you'll see red orbs across a path marked by collapsing platforms. If you're successful, you'll actually take a different route. But this also leads away from the secret mission. Instead, drop down with the collapsing platforms. Eventually you'll reach another tunnel. Look down and make sure to land on the highest platform, which has a hole in the one corner. Look through that hole to find a collapsing platform and red orbs. Land on it and quickly get to solid ground. Follow the path on the other side and carefully drop to the platform on the left. Head inside the alcove and turn around to find the pattern marking the secret mission. Here, you'll have to collect a set amount of red orbs thanks to Dr. Faust. Equip the weapon and let the enemy absorb the nearby blood. This will give it just enough red orbs for you to use the forward attack with Dr. Faust and complete the mission. And there you have it, all 12 secret missions in Devil May Cry 5. Each one will earn you a blue orb fragment, which will increase your health with every 4 found. But there are still plenty more of these fragments to find in the levels themselves, so we'll be searching for those very soon. Thanks for watching and be sure to subscribe to GameXplain for more on Devil May Cry and other things gaming.